So we all know about what's happening with the WNBA and how Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese got into it, and they trying to paint this shit out to be a race war. I'm gonna tell it to y'all like this, nigga. It's called competitive nature. That's literally what it's called, competitive nature. We've seen it in the NBA multiple times with people just running up on each other, giving each other a shoulder check. Like literally, for example, like when KD went to the Warriors and Russ played KD for the first time, they bickering at each other. And Andre Robertson got in KD face and they headbutted and they was like, yeah, nigga, I'm here, nigga, I'm still here, nigga. Patrick Beverly running up on KD, clapping his hands like, yeah, nigga, I ain't giving up on the play. Like, trash talking and all that shit, scuffles like that happen. It's not like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark was just throwing hands, swinging them bitches like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield just swinging them bitches. Nigga, they were just, nigga. And even then, like, you see in the footage, she literally walked away after she swiped down. Because, nigga, ain't no point in losing money on some nonsense like that. Clearly, Caitlin Clark could block some shit, though. She could definitely block some shit. But Angel Reese, well, she ain't that athletic, so she could get up there. But the whole point is, like, she just fouled her hard as shit. Like, and hey, if it's a flagrant, it's a flagrant. But for it to be a race war, and then you got people like RG3, even though, you know, I don't want to shit on the nigga because, I mean, he a professional athlete. He was a professional athlete at the end of the day. But my nigga, where does the hate Caitlin Clark come from? Where does Angel Reese hating Caitlin Clark from the deepest of her souls come from? Like, what? The nigga talking about some, yeah, we're talking about hate outside of basketball too, like hate. Bro, what? Why are you pushing that narrative? Because that narrative is going to contribute to, oh yeah, Caitlin Clark definitely hates her. Oh yeah, I can only imagine how she feel about. And all of a sudden now it's a race war, racism, and now the WNBA is getting investigated. Caitlin Clark and that shit getting investigated into seeing if it had something to do with racism. Like, y'all doing too fucking much, bro. Like, that is the main reason why people don't want to watch that shit. Like, for that shit to even be a case goes to show, like, what? Why are y'all trying to get that type of attention towards y'all program? Like, you don't want that shit, especially when it comes to women. Women athletics in general is already not being viewed as much as men athletics. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we want equality and all that when it comes to the paychecks and when it comes to benefits and things like that. But you're not going to get that if you got all this bad news going towards these programs, and now people don't want to fund that shit. Now people don't want to watch that shit because viewership is a main portion. Like, if there's nobody watching this shit, how y'all gonna get bread? If there's nobody paying for these subscriptions to get people to watch the show, get people to watch the games, if there's not people going to the games, buying tickets, if they're not nobody going to the stadiums, going to concession stands, buying the foods and getting the merch and, you know, getting people's jerseys, so the jersey sales they get, it goes to their pockets and stuff like that. Like, how are they gonna get money? Because it's not like the NBA where they're giving out max contracts, you feel me? They're not gonna be giving out these 200 mil 5-year contracts, 300 mil 6-year contracts. You know, they're not going to get shit like that because they don't have the money to do that. And we got to stop doing this versus shit like Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. Who gets more notoriety? Who makes the shit more popping? They got to come together as a unit, bro. Because at the end of the day, they're all under one business. That's literally how it works. No matter how you perceive it, they're all under one business. And they got to work together to get their business popping. Because if it starts just, and even if you got to make rivals and shit like that, even if teams got to become rivalries, I don't know the rivalry within the WNBA. I don't know how all that shit happens. I know, like, you know, OKC and Denver might be a rival, or OKC and the Rockets might be a rival, or OKC and the Warriors, or you got Cleveland and Boston, or LA and Boston and shit like that. Yeah, those rival franchises. I don't know how it works for the WNBA. But they got to start doing shit like that to spark interest. And they got to start actually putting women on the map. Just like how Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is getting put on the map, they got to start putting people out there like Kelsey Mitchell, Asia Wilson, Trinity Carter before she got suspended. You know, now we got people entering the league like Cameron Brink. Well, I think Cameron Brink been in the league, if I'm not tripping. Cameron Brink, before she got injured, like putting her on the map. We got to start putting, who else? Paige Bucker's on the map. She just entered the league. Haley Van Leet, she just entered the league. I got this shit on my notes right here. Dominique Malongo, you know, all these bucket getters. And I only know 3 out of the 4 or 4 out of 5, however much I say. I don't know the Dominique girl. I watched a few little highlights. You know, she getting buckets. But those people have potential to make the league more popping. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not sitting up here and talking like I'm just some WNBA enthusiast. I've been watching since I was fucking born. I came out the womb. Nigga, I'm saying for it to reach the NBA status, for it to reach that type of level, they got to start being more diverse when it comes to putting people on the social media outlets. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they got to start doing shit like that. You can't just keep putting Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Yes, they're the most popping, but they're not the only women in the NBA. I mean, I said the NBA, the WNBA. There's over thousands of women in the NBA, WNBA. Like, are you telling me only 2 of them could get put on the internet? Sometimes Aja Wilson. Like, okay, we get it. Sue Bird, Brittany Griner, yeah, okay, we get it. I don't even see Sabrina. I don't even know how to say her last name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Ionis, I don't fucking know. But y'all know who I'm talking about, though, for those who watch the WNBA. Nigga, they not even putting her on the map for real. Yes, her shoes is tough. No doubt. Her shoes is definitely getting bought by me. I will not lie. But, you know, outside of her shoes, I don't really see none of her skill set being put on display. I don't really see Aja Wilson. She just dropped a 30.16 triple double. And nobody talked about that. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody. And we get it. Like I said again, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Yes, Caitlin Clark just dropped a 20-point triple double. And shout out to LeBron for putting Caitlin Clark, you know, mentioning Caitlin Clark. And yes, he could have mentioned Angel Reese too, but that's not a big deal either. Like, niggas talking about oh yeah, LeBron, he hates black. Oh yeah, LeBron, he just chased stats. Oh yeah, this is why he'll never be great. Oh yeah, LeBron, what about Angel Reese? What about our black culture? You think this nigga don't care about the black culture, my nigga? You think he don't care? Or maybe, just maybe the 20-point triple-double was more impressive than the 12.17 rebounds. Even though the 12 points and 17 rebounds is also pretty impressive. But we just got to stop making it seem like it's about race and shit. Like, oh, yeah, she's a white woman, so she's going to get more promotion than a black woman. We've always been discriminated and undermined and, you know, not put into the eye of the world. Nigga, that's not the case, dude. And we got to stop pushing that narrative because that's going to make people not want to watch the WNBA. If people that never watch the WNBA and they type in WNBA, all you see is literally or race war, racism case. Nigga, nobody gonna want to watch that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's not how you get people on the map, bro. That's not how you put people on put organizations and businesses on the map, bro. Like, no negative outlet is going to make people want to watch. Unless if y'all want to watch like some Zeus network and shit where they got spiritual rituals going on and shit. They got nothing but demonic spirits and they naming characters after lustful things and all types of shit. Like, then, okay, yeah, go ahead and watch that shit. But this is the WNBA. You know, people will watch the WNBA if there's hoopers. And yeah, if you want to implement, if they baddies, if they look good, okay, people will watch too. But if they're certified bucket getters, now they're not going to be like KD and they're not going to be like Kyrie. There's not going to be anybody like that. But we're talking about for their gender, for their size, for their capability, bucket getters. People will watch that shit, bro. So we just like that shit is just so weird to me, bro. Like, that's weird that they're talking about like race war when it has nothing to do with race. Because at the end of the day, it's just competitive nature. If you've played sports, you have been in a situation where your competitive spirit got out there and you was like talking shit a little bit. The person that you probably don't like on the other side of the court or the field, you was like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga, man. Yeah, nigga, I'm here, nigga. And you might have gave him a bump or two. You might have pushed him or you might have gave him a little shoulder check. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, that just happens, bro. You get back up and you keep going. Just like what Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark did. Angel Reese got knocked down, got back up, talked her shit, and Caitlin Clark just walked away. That's all that happened. And they both in the interview said that, oh, yeah, you know, it was just a good play on the ball. Basically, that's basically what they said. That's basically what they said. Move on. They told the media to move on. Like, the fuck? Like, it's just so weird, man. They just try to make everything about race and discrimination and hate. Like, and that's all that gets the love nowadays is nothing but negativity. And that's why shit don't be lasting. But, you know, that's all I got to say for today's video. I'm going to let the gameplay ride out for the rest of the time, rest of the video. If y'all new, like, share, subscribe, man. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because that shit is weird. I'm going to be honest. That shit is mad weird. And as a person who is into sports a lot, who likes basketball in general, no matter if it's women or men, that shit is definitely, like, weird. Like, but yeah, that's all I got for today, man. Hopefully y'all taking care of yourselves. Y'all stay up, stay motivated, stay positive, stay disciplined, stay yourself, stay out the way, and don't let and always be yourself, man. Always be yourself. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
I put the car in your lockup.
You're not as stupid as you look, Yoko. Come back to see me at the bar soon.